Speaking of snakes, coming up in a couple of minutes, we've got Mike the reptile guy. We've got lots of creepy critters, and I am booking out of the studio for that segment, so Tasha, you can do that one.
Oh,
but
creepy critter.
maybe there was an incident, an NBC affiliate in the States, when they had a similar reptile expert coming on the show. Maybe we'll see what happens here happens. No, what happens here, whatever. Watch this.
It's going to be one of the largest snakes that you find in the Metroplex area.
Did he get bitten, or did it just come closer to it and he freaked out?
I don't know. I think he's okay. Look, he's up. He's up. He's
Oh, that is funny. I hope I don't have a reaction like that.
No. You know who's a very brave woman, though? I gotta say, as our very own Dawn Chubet.
Not as bad as I thought, you guys. I kind of I know, Kyle, you got to go do the news, but I kind of expected, Tasha, that this guy would be a little colder, but he's very warm and he's very friendly. Hi, little guy. What's his name?
How much does he weigh, Dawn?
Alexis. I don't know, how much does this guy weigh? 40 pounds? They were going to give me the 160-pound guy, but I guess they decided I was too weak for him. Hi, little Alexis. You're so cute. All right, well, we'll have more with the reptile guy and Alexis in a little bit later, as well as some other creepy critters. In traffic, nothing too creepy. We're dealing with volume. We're dealing with some moisture out there. That'll keep the roads a little on the slow side. In the weather, it's going to be pretty wet this morning. It's already starting to ease off a bit by this afternoon. Should see a little bit of sunshine, Kyle, and highs of 19 degrees. Hey, feel like you can come out here anytime.
You know what? No, I think it looks a lot better around you than
He's giving you a kiss.
No.
He's giving you a kiss.
No, I'm going to pass. Anyway, we'll check on with you. We'll check out with you two in a little bit here.
All right.
Good luck with that.
Okay.
Oh, I got to stop looking at the screen. All right.
And Kyle and Tasha, I was okay with the snake, but I went in there and I said the one thing I won't touch are spiders, and I noticed there's a big old tarantula there too.
What?
So Kyle, you have fun with that.
No one told me about tarantulas.
Come on,
Don't
take
squeal
one
like
for
a
the
girl
team.
now, Kyle.
Take one for the team, Kyle. Come on.
Yeah, maybe we'll get you to hold one.
No, I'm good.
Because we're all going to have to check out some of the critters a little later in this show. But first, let's head down to the Peony.
Tasha, do you have a wish? If you could do anything, what would your wish be?
Well, I don't know what my wish would be, but I have a feeling I know what Kyle's would be right now. It's probably to get that little creepy critter. Are you okay, Kyle?
I'm going to be
off
okay.
your hand?
I'll admit, when they put this bearded dragon in my hands about 2 minutes ago, that's been the longest 2 minutes of my life. And Ashley, I can't thank you enough for throwing back to us.
Look how stiff you are.
I know.
Relax. These animals could possibly smell fear, Kyle. You don't want that to happen, but look at this one. This is just a baby of what we're going to see a little bit later with Mike. He's part of the reptile guys. So he has a whole bunch of friends with him this morning. You don't want to miss it, because this is just a baby to what we're going to see a little bit later. It is 8:25. You're watching Breakfast Television. We'll be back with more.
Don't bite me. Don't bite me.
Oh, the bearded dragon. That's so fierce. I love it. 8:28, you're watching Breakfast Television. Mike joins me this morning. This is Helga. I love the name because it is a very hardy name for a snake this size.
Yep.
Mike, you're with the reptile guys. You've brought some of your animals into studio. Now, tell us a little bit about Helga. I feel like she's eyeing me down.
Helga is an albino Burmese python. She's a bigger version of the one that you were holding earlier. She's about 15 feet long, close to 160 pounds. Very heavy, very hard to hold, just pure muscle. She was given to us. Their owner died. They were in Victoria, and the owner died. And the parents got a hold of me. They had nowhere to take the snakes, so we took them in. There's this one and her sister at home. His sister's a little bit smaller, so we just thought we'd bring this one here.
Yeah,
it's more exciting. So,
how huge they are.
Yeah.
How warm they are, too.
Yeah, well, they are the temperature of their surroundings, right? So they were in the van. The van's got the heat on. It's pretty warm in here, too, so they're not too cold. They are cold-blooded, so.
Is Helga dangerous? Like, can she snap and really attack?
When it comes down to it, this snake is capable of killing a person because of its size. But I mean, Burmese pythons are one of the most docile snakes. I mean, you can see it's not aggressive at all.
No, it's actually
and
friendly.
They don't need to be. They're big enough in the wild. They don't need to, be aggressive. They have no reason to. They don't really have any natural predators once they get to this size. And she's not even full grown. They can get up to 25 feet long.
Oh, wow.
And this one's only 15, so it's got 10 more feet to go. Hopefully.
Obviously, these aren't native to BC.
No.
So how does something like this come into our province, or how does somebody?
They're bred in captivity. Like they're bred in captivity. You'd never see an albino in the wild.
Okay.
An albino in the wild, if it hatched out of the egg, a bird would see it and pick it up right away because they have no camouflage, right? So they're bred in captivity for this color. Oh, wow. So they're pretty common, this color here.
Okay, so are we gonna move Helga out?
Yeah, we'll get Helga out here.
Because I know we're gonna, is it a snapping turtle that's next?
Yep, you guys can grab her.
Do they get along?
Just kind of put
like
her
when
off
you
to the
house them
side.
at your place, your educational facility.
Yeah.
How close are they? Like are all your critters?
They're
or
all,
are
well, I
they
mean,
all
they're all
caged?
separate cages. They're all separately caged. This one here, he was just given to us last night, actually.
Oh, last night?
Yeah, last night. I've had him for about 12 hours now.
Okay.
And it wasn't a bad story. I mean, the owner was moving. They had to get into a smaller house, and they didn't have room for this guy. He had a couple other things that we got. It is a common snapping turtle.
Yeah.
I'm keeping my hand away from the mouth for obvious reasons.
Yeah, because the teeth there, it's pretty fierce.
Well, they don't actually have teeth. They've got a really strong beak, and he would take a good chunk out.
And where would you traditionally find one of the snapping turtles?
These are actually all over North America. The common snapping turtles are all over North America. You can find them in Ontario, all over in the States. My mom used to tell me stories about snapping turtles that her and her dad would catch and put broomsticks in the mouths of them, and they'd break the broomsticks. So this one's not big enough to do that, obviously, but...
Fascinating. Now, you're saying you've only had it for 12 hours. You wouldn't really call your facility, what would you call it? Because it's not really a refuge. It's not a pet store.
No,
it's
I just do educational stuff. Yeah, I mean, we take animals in. We do, we'll adopt them back out. We do a lot of school shows and things like that, like a lot of educational stuff, festivals. We did an Agri Fair a couple weeks ago. So it's basically anything to do with reptiles we do. We also do birthday parties, things like that, just kind of a fun thing for kids. But we need to raise money, too, to, help take care of the animals that get given to us, right? Because it's not cheap to house and feed an animal like this, because he eats rats. So...
And that's what happens is people buy some of these pets at the pet store, no idea the responsibility behind it, and then they end up having to give it up.
Yeah, I mean, it's not with all reptiles. Like, we'll put this guy back. We'll show you another one.
Let's see another one.
These are some that I consider really good pets. Aww. And this is Mama and Baby here. You can hold Mama.
Okay. Is this just a
just
gecko?
support her legs. Yeah. There we go. And these guys here are called leopard geckos. This is Mom and Baby.
Oh,
so this one here is about a week and a half old. That's it. Yeah,
really?
Little tiny one. He hatched out about a week and a half ago. I wasn't actually expecting him to hatch out that early. I didn't really keep track of the time very well, but we heard Terry open up the incubator, and there's a little baby leopard gecko running around in there.
Oh, that is adorable. Now, why is this an easier reptile to...
Well, they don't move. They're super easy to look after. They're not aggressive at all. You'd never see an aggressive leopard gecko. Really easy to look after, like maintenance-wise and care-wise. They don't eat a whole lot of food, and they're pretty sturdy. Like if a little kid was going to have one, they can handle it and not throw them around. But don't have to be really gentle with him, and he'll be all right.
What tips do you have for parents out there that have kids that are interested, whether getting a gecko, a snake?
Do your research. Biggest thing, do your research. Make sure you know how long these lizards are going to live for. I mean, leopard geckos can live anywhere between 10 and 20 years, right? Even more than that. So do your research. If you get a little kid, like a 5 or 6 year old, this pet, they're going to have it when they're in their 20s,
yes.
right? So providing they take care of it properly. So do your research. Make sure you know what you're getting into, how long to live for, how big of an enclosure they're going to get. Because a lot of people get little things like this and don't realize that it's going to get that big, and they think, oh, I can just keep it in a 10-gallon aquarium or something. But they need the room. Keep them happy.
Okay, and these are just a couple of the critters that we'll be seeing this morning. There's lots more a little bit later in the show. Let's find out now how traffic's doing with Dawn.
Thanks. And don't go anywhere, because I'm going to really be a brave little girl coming up in about 30 seconds. Oh, Kyle and Tasha, I can't even hardly concentrate. Okay, hold on.
Why? What's wrong?
Spider!
Okay, it's not as bad. Okay, I'm gonna be brave.
You're a brave soul,
Okay,
Dawn.
this isn't as bad. This isn't as bad. Can you guys see it?
Yes.
Can you see me being so brave?
We can see it.
My parents would be so proud, or they would think I was so stupid. I'm not sure what. It's not as bad. What's this guy's name? What's this guy's name?
It's Rosie.
Rosie.
What does it feel
Rosie. Okay, I'm gonna get really brave. I'm putting him close to my head.
Oh my goodness.
Oh.
You crazy.
Now you're just showing off.
Hi, little buddy.
She likes to baby talk the animals.
He's not as bad as I thought. I'm even gonna pet him. Oh. Okay. This is okay, guys.
Not
It's
bad.
all right.
Good for you.
Good for you, Dawn.
I'll
For the
share.
record, I freaked
I'll
out
share.
when it was in the studio and they said, "Here, Kyle, want to hold the spider?"
I was freaking out
Sweat.
too, you guys. I have to say, I
Tears.
was freaking out, but this is not as bad.
No, I'm proud of you. Nice work,
Okay.
Thanks very much,
Not
Dawn.
bad. Thank you.
You did get a little anxious when the tarantula was out here.
Dawn. I think that's understandable, though. I don't think that's a big deal.
You gotta face
It's
your
a
fear.
tarantula.
I held it once. Dawn has held it now. Now it's gonna be your turn.
No.
We're gonna peer pressure him, I think, a little bit later.
No, I'm gonna freak out.
Kyle said he actually might cry, and I'm
I
like,
might.
well, let's do it then.
I might.
And let's give it a whirl. Give it a try, Kyle. Come on. People out there are going to be rooting for you. Just hold it. All you have to do is hold your hand out there.
Okay, bring it over. Bring it
Oh,
over.
she's going to do it right now. Oh, bring it over here right now.
It's not bad, Kyle.
I can't believe this is happening.
You can't cry on TV.
Okay,
That would be
can you
very
stand right
embarrassing
here?
for you.
And if it starts to move, okay, you need to. Okay,
Okay.
seriously.
This is good, Kyle. It's not bad. It's not
Okay,
bad.
okay, I did it. Off.
Kyle.
Kyle, come on, it's not that bad.